Hey y'all, hey. It's your girl Morgan Renee here with another Let's Grow Together video. So on our last live video that we did, I was showing you all how to propagate and plant plants. And propagating is when you take a clipping from a plant, you put it in water, let it root, and then you transfer it into some dirt. And so I did that. I showed you all how to do that with some mint that I had, some sage that I had, some basil that I had. They're all still holding up. It's been about 2-3 days, I think, and I've left them outside. I haven't brought any inside. So anyways, moving along, I want to get into seed saving. What are the basics of seed saving and how do we do it? Okay, so what I like to do is really make it simple on yourself. Okay, you want to put seeds in a dry environment, so you don't want to put them somewhere wet where they're going to stay wet, because the whole objective is to get them to be dry so that we can store them. The two storage methods that I like to utilize is brown paper bags and mason jars. Where my mason jar at? Yep, like using mason jars. It's simple, it's easy, and it doesn't take up too much space. Appreciate that. So yeah, moving along, it's really simple, and gardening doesn't have it can be as hard or as easy as we make it. Okay, a lot of us make a lot of excuses and just start denying stuff that we've never tried, but it's really not that difficult. So this here is a party tray that I got from Dollar Tree when it was still just $1 and not $1.25, but nonetheless, it's like a little party tray. You know, you put your dips and your sauces and your chips and whatnot. It ain't got to be this extravagant. You could use, this is a little eating tray or whatever, but you could, something that's a flat surface. It could be you might have a big round pan. You might have you know, the pans that you cook with. You might have a spare one of those you want to use. Just putting paper towel on the counter and putting the seeds on there and then storing them once you get done. That'll actually make you store it quicker, because something like this I might leave for a few days and not store them, but if it's on your counter and in the way, you'll dry them out and then you'll be ready to go ahead and transfer them so that you're not knocking them all over the place. But anyways, so yeah, also I really encourage everybody to save seeds. Y'all was here for the pandemic. If you on this live, you still alive, y'all saw how that went down, right? Stores was closing, the produce was bad, we couldn't get everything we may have wanted. So that showed you, if you never thought the world could shut down, 2020 showed you a thing or two. That was a lesson for me. I had already started learning how to grow from one of my good sisters, Earth Feather, and her nonprofit Healing Springs Farms. I'm so appreciative of her and all that I learned. But I did get kind of slack over the years, and I wasn't gardening as much. And then the pandemic hit, and I had some friends that put me back on the garden, and I fell back in love with it. And I'm like, why did I ever leave? Because it's the greatest gift God could give you, to be able to plant a seed and grow your own food. Like, what? So I would never be dependent on the government or any other institution again to feed me, to make sure that I can eat. Oh no, baby, I'm gonna eat or fast if anything ever go down again. So whether you have a garden or not, whether you have a green thumb or not, whether you are interested or not in planting, please save your seeds, guys. Okay, when you bite into that orange and you are it miraculously has a seed, because these days who will find the oranges with seeds? Grapes, if you can find a seed in them. Apples, you can even peel off your strawberry, the seeds on the outside of the strawberry, peel them off, dehydrate them. Anything that has a seed, y'all, your squash, your pumpkin, your zucchini, your cucumbers, save those seeds. And if you're not going to utilize them, give them to somebody who's enthusiastic about gardening like me. You probably have a close friend or family member that is into this. You could also look into donating to your libraries. There are seed libraries. I didn't know about them until someone sent me some seeds from one. But show you a quick example. Some libraries, they run off of people donating seeds, and then they put them in like little packets and have some information on them, and then you can replant them. So your local libraries might be interested in that. Your local cooperative extension office. Now, if you're not gardening, you're really not even gonna know or think to go to them. But anyways, save seeds and share this video and tell somebody else to save seeds. So again, you can put it on any type of flat surface. or tray. What you want to put under them to soak in the moisture, because usually when you're eating the fruit or the vegetable, it's slimy, it's wet on the inside, so it's going to have some moisture on it, and we want to get them dry. So you could put a paper towel underneath them, you could put a brown paper bag underneath them, and you could really just sit it out. You don't have to necessarily sit it in the sun. You could just leave it in room temperature for 2 to 3 days, or until they're dry to the touch. So then your next step is getting them off the tray and preserving them. So I like to use mason jars or a brown paper bag. So you can find little brown paper bags. These are some watermelon seeds. Now let me give you some tips for once you store them in whichever option works best for you. Why not use plastic, Morgan? I have hella Ziploc bags, because plastic is going to hold moisture, and it can also cause your seeds to mold depending on the type of seeds. And then all seeds, I'm learning, aren't created equal and can't be stored. I tried to store some avocado seeds in a mason jar, and they started getting real wet and molding. So I guess maybe do your research on water content on certain seeds, but this is the only seed I've ever had that issue with. Everything else I've ever saved has been doing fine. Even my herbs, I like to preserve herbs when I have like my mint or my lemon balm or some of my basil. I'll dehydrate those out, or just let them sit out and dry for a few days, crunch them up, or leave them whole and put them in a mason jar to preserve them. And they're not seeds, but they are herbs that can be used in the future. So now that we've gotten that out the way, and you've seen the example, these are, I can show you a few seeds, and then I also want to show you how to start planting some seeds and some methods for growing seeds indoors. So these are some soursop seeds, and I have them soursop seeds 2021/2022. These are some new soursop seeds that I have, so I'm just going to add them to the same jar, but I got a lot. If y'all want some, let me know. You know, I'll sell you a seed, baby. I'll sell you anything. Oh, let me take that back. Gotta be mindful of my words. I'm gonna sell you anything, but I'll sell you some seeds. But yeah, soursop. I don't know if y'all saw my video. It's going up on TikTok. I'm not even really a TikToker like that, but it got like 9,000 views on there because I did a cute little video showing y'all how to take the pulp and blend it and put it in a Ziploc bag to freeze to put in your smoothies. But it's native to like Caribbean tropical places. It's green on the outside and it's white on the inside, and it has hella seeds, like lots and lots and lots and lots of seeds in it. And so here go the seeds. I'm preserving them. I don't know if the tree will produce fruit if grown in North Carolina, the area that I'm currently in. Maybe somewhere like Florida where, you know, it gets more tropical temperatures and stays warmer longer. But you know, it never hurts to try. It never hurts to try, because there are people out here that have banana trees, and those are tropical. And I know somebody who has had some bananas starting to form on her banana tree. So you never know. Maybe the seed can get acclimated to your weather and do what it do. And if not, sometimes it's just nice for the greenery if it doesn't produce the fruit. But soursop is really good for a lot of things. Antifungal, anti-cancer, helps with energy, bones, immune system. It's really, really great. So yeah, that's soursop seeds. And then I'm just gonna... Now, the important thing of after you save them, whether you have them in a paper bag or a jar, is you want to label them so that you can know what you save. Because let's say you do it now and then you forget in 2 months or a year what it was. Not everybody knows how to identify a seed just by what it looks like. And then also, depending on who you're living with, who may be helping you with growing items, you know, they might need to be educated as well. So just labeling is just always a great idea. And for common sense reasons, just like when we go to the store, you know, our seasons and stuff are labeled. The things we want to buy are labeled. So why have these unlabeled? So you can use a few methods. You can, is it masking tape? That tan tape that you write on, you could use that. You could also use something like this. This is a label maker that I use for like when I'm labeling my oils and stuff. Get it from Walmart, Staples, Home Depot. Yeah, it's not that expensive. Like, I don't even think it was $50. I could be wrong. I bought this years ago. But a label maker machine, Google it, Amazon. I don't have links. They're not sponsoring me. Figure it out. A label maker. And all you do is, it comes with some like printer type tape And then these do run out, and then you have to reorder more. You usually have to buy your own batteries to go with it. These are AAA, depending on what you get, might be different. Yeah, and so you just type. You're gonna have to read the instructions for your machine, but you just type what you need, and let's say I already typed, and then it prints out what you labeled it as. And then mine has a little side piece that once you click it, it cuts it so that you don't have to cut it manually. And then this is actually sticky. I didn't know that. For years I was just putting it down and struggling to put tape on top, but one day my finger hit the corner, and so the corner of it, you bend it down, you could peel the back off, and it's like tape that you could put down. And then once you do that, I still recommend using some tape to cover the label. Once you put it on, I still recommend taking some tape and covering that bad boy so that it stays all the way on, okay? So that's pretty simple, guys. Again, quick rundown. When you're saving seeds, you want to, this is a whole nother tray. I got 2 of them. I really be saving seeds. When you want to find some type of flat surface to put down your paper towel or your brown paper bag, you want to put your seeds out and spread them out. Now, granted, some of them going to overlay just depending on how much space you do or don't have, but just do what you can with what you got, okay? Moving along. Let's see. So, some ways that you can also grow indoors. Let's say Instagram, let me know if you can still see me. I am outside. I don't know if the phone is overheating, but it's doing something I can't see myself. Somebody drop a thumb, a comment, something. Let me know if you can still see me, okay? Moving on. So, growing indoors. Hydroponics or aquaponics. I think they're one and the same. Is one of my favorite ways to grow indoors. I'm going to get to that. Starting your seeds in a seed tray with dirt and leaving it up under some grow lights. I'll talk about that in a second. Or leaving it outside for the sun to help it germinate is a great option. It's something that I do and still continue to do. Instagram, if you can hear me or see me, please leave a thumbs up or a comment or something, please, so I can know if y'all can see me, because it's looking crazy on my side. But if you want to grow indoors and you don't want to deal with the dirt and all of that, I highly suggest you get a hydroponic. Now, I purchased this some years back from Walmart. I'm not sure the price point now. I don't remember the price point then, but I don't feel like it was over $30. They have bigger machines where you could grow more. I have another one. I have to find footage of that old video and maybe post it. Instagram, can y'all hear me? Can somebody leave a comment? Yes or no? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I'm about to hang up on Instagram because maybe they can't see me. But anywho, so basically what you would do, once you plug this in, this light will shine down. I see 3 people watching on Instagram. Can y'all hear me and see me? Yes or no? Please leave a comment. Thank you. This has a light, and then this also lifts up. So as your plants are growing, if they get to, like, let's say they get to here, you can lift this up to give them more space and more room. But basically the science behind this is it's only using water. You don't need soil or dirt to grow out of this. So you will fill this with water. There's a fill line that you stop at. These are little, somebody asked me, was this a K-cup? I guess that's a coffee terminology, but it's not. It's the thing that they gave me to put it in. But usually with hydroponics, they have something called rock wool that you use. It's like a little sponge. And that's what you would put your seed in. But this particular set came with this right here. Y'all can't see that, hold on. It came with little soil pods. So I don't have the rock wool to be able to show you, but this is like little soil pods, and this is like if I wanted to start different ones, so that's why so many in here. And what I would do is, I would just take this 3 planter out and put in all my starter seeds. So like I want to grow a bunch of spinach and Swiss chard, so I might put all spinach in here and let these start growing, germinating, and when they germinate, then I'll take them out and put them into a pot. All right, this is gonna be my last time asking. If you're on Instagram, I've been seeing people pop in and pop out. If you can hear me or see me, please leave a comment so that I can know that you can hear or see me, because on my end I can't see myself, so I don't know if I need to shut it down or what, but Please, somebody comment. Golly. All right. So let me take this back out. But yeah, this is a great way to grow some plants. And even if you don't want to transfer it into dirt and into a pot, like you could grow some basil, you could grow some parsley, you could grow some dill, you know, whatever. And then you could just like clip it and add it to your salads. And like a lot of time it'll grow back. Oh, and then also these machines come with like some liquid plant food. And so you'll just put it in there. It'll be directions on the back on, I guess, how often to do it. But I actually haven't used the plant food a lot when I would do it, and they still was growing, so the water be enough. I can hear and see you. Yeah, I was talking to Instagram. This is Facebook, but thank you. I appreciate you. I really want to read your book. Really go buy it. It's on Amazon. The Celibacy Chronicles, $15. Please check it out. I'm doing a talk back, but let's stay focused because we're talking about plants right now. But I am doing an artist and author talk back in December from the 9th through the 11th. I'll be posting more info about that soon. The Celibacy Chronicles is not preaching against sex. It was just talking about my experience as a young woman, and the things that I was learning and influenced me. But again, this video is about saving seeds. So appreciate you. Go check it out. The Celibacy Chronicles on Amazon.com. All right, so we got into how to save them. We talked about the hydroponics machine. We also, let me talk to you about grow lights. So let's say you could do multiple things. Let's say you're using a hydroponics, but then maybe also you're not. Excuse me. Let's say you're doing two things. So this is a starter tray. You can get these from Lowe's, not Food Lion, Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot. All of them have them. They're like $2 or less, I think. They come with a tray, a top. You put this plastic cover on top to help germinate the seeds. Basically germinating is just the process of keeping it covered, letting it get moist so that the seeds can grow. Excuse me. And it comes with these 2 holes total. Oh, y'all still here? Okay, my phone had overheated. I'm gonna just move over here to the shade and finish this up. Let me go back live on Instagram real fast. Y'all hold y'all mule, and YouTubers, my apologies, because I'm gonna be uploading this to YouTube and I probably won't edit it, so one moment please. Let me bring what I was about to talk to y'all about over here so that I can finish this video up. Baby, when I get a camera crew, it's gonna be over for y'all because I'm not gonna have none of these problems. I'm just gonna do what I need to do and be done with it. Yeah. I hope y'all are really getting something from these lessons. And while I'm here, make sure if you're on here watching me that you do follow my my YouTube channel. It's my name, Morgan Myers, MorganMyers. You'll see the red logo with the yellow M on the inside. Yeah, because I'm going to be adding a lot of good content over there. Okay, let's see. I had a few more things to show y'all. Okay, one moment. Bear with me, baby. Bear with me. And what's the last thing I wanted to show y'all? Oh, okay. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, it was one more thing. Okay. All right, so yeah, let me hurry this up. Let's put Instagram on. Right. Turn my brightness up. I can't see. Can y'all see me? Lord have mercy. All right, so finishing up what I was saying about seed planting. So if you want to plant indoors in in your potted, let me go bring that back over here, hold on. Alright, if you're wanting to grow indoors with your starter tray or some other form of pots that you're using or whatever, and you're using a hydroponic system, or even if you're not, you can get something called grow lights to help you with growing indoors. So let me show you a few options. This is a set. So I had a little farmer friend living with me at one point, and they put me onto a lot of game, and they purchased these LED lights. And so what we did was hung them up some way, somehow, on some type of stand that we had in the house. And we hung it on there. We were very crafty in how we did this, but we made it work. And so you would hang these up, as you can see, LED lights. I don't know all the details. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know the wattage and all of that of this, because like I said, somebody else purchased it. But you could just look up hanging LED lights on Amazon or something like that, and it'll give you some options and different sizes and stuff. And then it also came with, I don't know if it came with this or if we purchased this. I feel like it came with it though. Yeah, it had to, because it got 2 outlets. But this is like a timer. And so you plug this part into the wall. These two are connected to it. You got them hanging up. And obviously they would be over the soil that you've already planted seeds in. And so it'll be hanging up on your little thing. And it's a timer on here. So it got different options. You got evening, 5 p.m. to 12. Daytime, 5 to 8 in the morning. My countdown. So I guess you could set how long you want it on. And that way you'll be able to have the heat from the lamps over your soil, and that will help your seeds to germinate so that you can have some starter plants to transfer into a bigger pot if you like. Yeah, so that's one method, LED lights. Then you have the option of solar lights. Again, this was bought by the same person that bought those lights, so I don't know all the information. I'm pretty sure they just went on Amazon. But this is a 50 watt IP66 A+ floodlight, but this is a solar light. And this panel will go outside the window in a place where you usually get a lot of sun, so you want to put it out one side of the window. And then we ran this cord through the window, and we still was able to shut it. I don't think there was like really a crack in it. I think the window was still closed all the way. So there's a way that you can stick this out the window, and the cord was malleable enough to be able to have a window sill that was closed in on it. Excuse me. And when this collects all the sunlight in the evening time, this just cuts on by itself. We didn't have no timer for this. It just cut on at a certain point in night, and you'll have a light shining. And again, whatever plants that you have planted with this under it is going to get that light, and it'll help germinate your seeds. So that's a way to start growing indoors. I do this in the summertime, but it's especially great in the winter because it's a lot colder outside, and so you don't maybe have as much sunlight to be able to germinate your seeds. So that's a great way to germinate them indoor. And then one other method, y'all will be shocked, these little dollar lights from Dollar Tree. Now they don't give, you know, the most powerful light, but when you want to keep, you know, maybe you have a smaller batch of seeds, or you have like a smaller plant that just needs some consistent warmth on it. I was in some gardening groups, and they were talking about these Dollar Tree lights. Have I tried it? No, I have not, but I've seen some results of other people who have, and I was really impressed. So I wanted to show you all of that. Okay, so we talked about how to save our seeds by putting them on paper towels, laying them on a flat surface, storing them in mason jars, labeling them, mason jars and or brown paper bags, labeling them, and then, you know, putting somewhere that's like room temp, or you could put them in like cabinet spaces. I'm not too sure about attics or basements. I don't know how temperature wise that affects them or not. But usually I just keep mine on the stand in the living room or somewhere in the kitchen, or you could utilize cabinets for storage. And then also, this is a plastic container that I got from Walmart. I think Dollar Tree has some too, and I just keep my seed packets in throughout the years. These aren't seeds I saved; these are seeds I bought, but just to keep them collected. If you're gonna go the paper bag route and not the mason jar route, then get you some type of organizer, because it can get messy. And when it comes time to plant for the season, you want to know where all your seeds are at. You don't want them scattered all everywhere because you've been saving and just putting them anywhere. So that's a great saving method. I'm gonna wrap this video up with saying, yes, save seeds, but also don't forget to utilize, you know, everything that you have. This is a leek, which is in the onion family. I was cooking some the other day. So basically anything you have, you can really save and regrow something. So yes, save your seeds, but also regrow. Recycle your fruit and veggie scraps. Y'all know I'm big on composting. Composting is where you reduce and reuse and recycling your fruit and veggie scraps. You could put leaves, grass clippings, newspaper. Some people use egg shells as well. Put it all in a container with a top and let it sit, and it will turn back into soil that you can use in your garden. It's so beautiful. I'm about to show y'all something real cool, but this is a leek. Like I said, it's in the onion family. I was cooking with them, and then I put the bottom of it into a bowl of water. One didn't really do nothing. This other one sitting in there ain't really doing nothing. It has grown some roots, but the top ain't done nothing. But this has been shooting up. This was not here. Only the base was there, and this green has been growing. So now I could go ahead, I'll peel off some of the layers and put it in some soil, and it's gonna grow me something. But let me show you something that I already did that with. Well, guess what could it be? What did I put in water that it has been growing and now it's a plant? Did you guess correctly? Cabbage. So I was cooking some cabbage and saved the end, put the end on a plate of water, and it started sprouting. Now this likely won't give me the head of cabbage. It's just been giving me leaves, but that's okay, because I can still take the leaves. I can eat them raw, I can saute them, I can add them to a little salad. So cool, so cool. And then I'm gonna just end this video showing y'all how to save a few seeds that I have here. So we already cleared out the soursop seeds. This is some okra. You want to leave your pods on until they're bone dry, and that's how you get your seed. So this is some okra. Oh, and look, oh, this excites me so. Can y'all see that? Got me some okra seeds. Y'all can see that, right? And it be abundant, y'all. It be so abundant when you harvest seeds. I be like, wow. I wish I could get that from my view. So that was how many seeds from this one pod? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Look like about 28, 30 seeds from this one little pod. This one pod, and okra can have multiple pods on it at a time. And 30 came out of one. What if I had just 3 of them? That's 90 seeds. That's 90 new okra plants I could start. Y'all, woo, y'all don't know God until you start growing your own food. This is a basil plant that was going to seed, or what do they call it? Hold on, let me give you the right word. What they call it? Not sprouting, flowering, whatever. Flowering or going to seed. Basically, because certain plants grow in certain temperatures. Like your leafy greens, usually when it's too hot, they'll start to flower. So basically it's in mating season. It's reproduction season, because leafy greens do well in the fall and winter time. So that's why your cabbage, your collard, your spinach, your Swiss chard, your stuff like that do well in the fall and winter months. Whereas if it get a little too hot, they're gonna start flowering, because they, to them the heat is like time to reproduce. And so anyways, you let them either dry on the plant, or these I snipped. Me and my good brothers of Soul Society, we've been working in this community garden in Reedsville, and these were fresh on the plant, and I snipped them and I just let them sit in a windowsill and dry out. So let me show y'all. This is actually the seed of the basil plant. Let me go get the basil plant so y'all can see. Hold on. This actually has lost a few leaves. Yeah, it's not holding up too well, but anyways, this right here, I'm about to snip that off too, because it's all brown. It's ready to be saved. Oh, y'all can't really see that. Yeah, it's very brown. So when it's still live and green, it's not ready. I do see some seeds forming now. Oh wow. So maybe, hold on, let me see. I'm learning something, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna mess with these, but when they get real brown and crunchy, that's how you know it's ready to go. So again, we had took some from the garden. They were sprouting, and I took some off, and I asked them our gardening groups, and they said it's best to just let them brown on the plant. But I took these off the plant, didn't let them brown. They were still bright green, let them sit in the window. And so let me show y'all. These are very small. I'm just gonna do like this, and y'all gonna see the seeds drop out. Y'all can't even see them. Hold on. Y'all can't. Let me bring the phone closer so y'all can see, because you can't see. How do I turn this around? All right. Watch me. These are all the little seeds from this basil plant. Isn't that cool? So now each one of these seeds will grow a whole new basil plant. That is insane. I'm on Instagram and Facebook, so let me show my Facebook audience too, because that is amazing. Look at that, y'all. You just somebody talking about some please pin. No, that's not what this video is about. Child, this is why I gotta go off grid. People be on my nerve, child. On my nerve. Not reading and trying to tell me how to run my page. What? Who do y'all think y'all are? Whew. All right. I'm about to get off and go meditate, because I'm really in a cussing spirit slap of season. It's that season for me, and I don't want to be like that. But yeah, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is just a semi-short tutorial on how to save your seeds. Again, quick recap. When you have seeds of any kind, you use a paper bag or a paper towel. You lay it on a flat surface. You spread your seeds out. Oh, I didn't say this, but I should have said this, but because common sense ain't so common. Rinse your seeds. You gotta rinse your seeds to get all the gook and stuff off of them. Preserve them. Lay them on a flat surface. Let them dry out. Put them in a mason jar or brown paper bag. Label them, whether it's with tape and a Sharpie, or if it's with a label maker. Put some tape over that. Store it somewhere, either in the kitchen or on a bookshelf. I'm not too sure about attic or basements. That's something you have to do some Google research on yourself. But yes, and if you're not going to utilize the seeds or garden, give them to somebody that's enthusiastic about gardening, such as myself, one of your friends or family members. Take them to your local library. Most libraries have a seed library that you can donate, and members of the community can come and get seeds for them to grow. But we have to be practicing being more sustainable and self-sufficient. So I hope this was helpful for you all, and you take it into consideration. Happy growing. Peace.